Hi everyone, it's Emily Wishall with Wishall Wellness Live in Alignment. And today I wanted to share with you the number one tool that you already have and is free. What is it? Your breath. Yes, it's as simple as that. Our breath is with us all the time, yet unless we're maybe having a respiratory problem, allergies, or running, doing some cardio and are out of breath, we pay it very little attention. And what I find is using my breath is the greatest tool, greatest reminder that I can have to drop back into the present moment. I was inspired to do my newsletter and my blog this month on the breath because of the online program I'm currently doing, and just finished recording the first practice video for that, and it was a breath practice, and I thought, you know what, this is simple. I want to share this with more people. The Rolfing 10 series, the 10 sessions that work through the body, actually the first session, the goal is to help free the breath. So what are a few ways that you can use your breath as a tool? Number one is just simply, I'm doing right now, when you breathe, just feeling the breath coming in and out of the nostril, and say as you're going about your day, maybe you're driving in traffic, late for a meeting, or at your computer feeling a little bombarded with emails, you can just take a minute to come back into your body and using your breath as your reminder that we don't need to be out here, we don't need to be trapped in head bubble, we can just come back into our body with a gentle reminder of our breath, coming back to the present moment. We can also use our breath to help regulate our energy. Our breath really is our key tool to working with the life force within our own body. Life force could also be referred to as chi, as prana, more in the Western culture where you might think of vigor. And so if you're wanting to increase your energy, for example, say it's late afternoon, 2-3 p.m., you're thinking, I need a cup of coffee, I need a candy bar, cookie, whatever it is that you potentially use to help boost your energy. Next time you find yourself needing an energy boost, maybe just take 5 minutes and play with your breath. So what you can do is when you're wanting to increase your energy, you actually inhale longer and you shorten your exhale. So you're bringing more oxygen in. And what that can look like, so you could play with inhaling, for example, a count of 6 or 8, and then exhaling just for about a count of 4. So if you're doing 8, that's a long inhale. Of course, if this feels taxing or it makes you feel anxious, let it go and just bring some long, easy breaths in and out. But if you're doing an inhale of a count of 8 and exhale of 4, your energy is definitely going to rev up. There's also a breath called Kapalabhati. It's in Kundalini Yoga, and some of you may be familiar with it. What it is actually, it's called breath of fire. It's a really quick, natural breath through the nose, and I'm just going to demonstrate it, and then I'll talk you through how you can do it a little bit yourself. So what I'm doing is I'm paying more attention to the exhale, and it's a fast force exhale, and you'll actually feel your belly contract a little as you do that. And then the inhale is just automatic, so it's a and if you're a female and are pregnant or on your cycle, I wouldn't recommend you do Kapalabhati. Just go to lengthening your inhale and spending less time on the exhale. But otherwise, it's a great way to get a little bit more energy boost. And you can do it for 30 seconds to a minute. Maybe your first round, just try 15 to 20 seconds, take a break, do another round. And I'll type below little instructions to help you through it, but it really is just more intention on the exhale through your nose. So it's a forced, fast exhale, and the inhale is just automatic. Another way of using your breath to regulate your energy is if you want to relax. So say you've had a hard day, or it's the evening, you're winding down, you're wanting to go to sleep soon, you're wanting to relax, but the head just won't shut up. The to-dos won't shut up. I totally get it because I've been there. And I play with it all the time. So what you can do there is actually lengthen your exhale. So maybe you would inhale for a count of 4 or 5, and then you would exhale for anywhere for 6 to 8 counts. For many of us, deepening the exhale can feel kind of taxing. It can feel challenging. So just play with what feels comfortable and natural, because the intention here isn't to make you more anxious at all. It's to help relax. So if you do notice making the exhale longer than the inhale, really, really challenging and potentially creating a little anxiety, just spend 5 minutes then, instead of lengthening the exhale cycle, just spend 5 minutes sitting with your breath and just feeling the inhale and the exhale. So those are a few ways that you can use your breath to help with energy. So already tools that we have of breath are helping to come back to the present moment, helping to regulate energy, whether you are increasing your energy or wanting to help relax. And then the third way is to help feel more love and compassion. And this may sound a little woo-woo, may sound a little out there, but just bear with me for a minute. So our heart actually has fascial connection, and if you're unfamiliar with the fascia, if you're not a client of mine, the fascia is a system I work with in my Rolfing practice, and it's the 3D web connective tissue. So the fascia actually has the heart, has fascial connections into our respiratory diaphragm, as well as our lungs and the other muscles that are involved with breathing. What does this mean? When we are inhaling and exhaling, our heart is actually getting a little massage. So what I have been finding and playing with, so when you inhale, your respiratory diaphragm is actually moving down, and so that's giving a little pull, giving a little stretch to your heart. And then when you exhale, the diaphragm is moving up, and so that's helping create a little softening. And I said you can use your breath to experience more love and compassion. And so what does that mean? What does that have to do with this fascial connection? I first want to share with you a quote that I shared with those in my online program that I've been sitting with and really enjoying. It's from, I don't have his name in front of me, but he's a contemporary Sufi master. And the quote is, "You must first learn to fall in love with your own breath. Only then can you learn to love another." And I really love that, because there's a lot of talk out there about self-love. We have to love ourselves before others. But that can feel a little intimidating, or what does that mean, or X, Y, and Z. But really, just learning to love your breath, I think, is such a beautiful and simple thing. And there's so much going on in our world today. There's so much violence, natural disasters, and really we can all use more compassion, not only for others, but for ourselves as well. And our breath is a wonderful tool to do that. So what I've been playing with just the last couple days mostly is using my breath to feel my heart more. And so on that inhale, feeling that expansion of the breath, because as I mentioned, the respiratory diaphragm is stretching, pulling the heart down, and it's getting pulled up by muscles and lungs here. And then on the exhale, everything's softening in or moving up towards the heart. So then you can just feel a little softening and gentle. And just imagine, I'm not going to give you more from there because I want you to have your own experience. If this doesn't make sense, just send me an email. I'm happy to connect more on this, because I do think it's a really valuable tool. But in my experience, what I feel when I'm bringing my attention there, just in a gentle, curious way, I'm not trying to force anything, I do feel a softening in my heart, and I do feel more acceptance and love for myself. And what that then portrays is those that come into interaction, mostly, for example, when I'm in traffic and I might get pissed off at a car that cuts me off, or whatever I get annoyed about in life as I go about my day from other people, I have a bit more compassion and patience, and I don't get quite so pissed off or irritated or irked, and I'm in control and responsible for my feelings so much more. All right, so to sum up, your breath is that #1 tool you can use right now that's free, the tools to help you get more into the present moment, the tool to increase your energy or relax if you're needing to, or to simply allow yourself to feel more love and compassion. So I hope these were helpful tips, and stay tuned for more, and I look forward to connecting with you soon.